Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime, but kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They will be led out by their veteran quarterback now in his 16th season from NC State, Phillip Rivers.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one up to around the 33. A check on the numbers last week for Conner. He was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he can really be the glue that makes this offense go because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And these are the guys we're about to see down on the turf in just a moment.
Joe Staley, the left tackle, one of the most respected players in the league, as well as one of the most talented.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. At the 45-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Deontay Foreman, a man who missed nearly all of 2018. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
We got trips over here. Trips over here. There's overload.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line.
Mike is 59 at the 59. Don't get nervous. Check it out, Reed.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And Brake, the tight end's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cameron Brake with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So Doug Marrone's Jaguars set to take over. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on. We know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Here's a guy coming off a strong rookie season, Gus Edwards. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
56, right there, 56.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
On play action, they'll throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The second down pass.
Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Bucs take over first
Step
and
180.
10.
Watch the
They're
team.
on
Watch the
17
screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch twist. Watch twist.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. On the defensive side of the football, the starting lineup now for Jacksonville. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
On the draw, Connor. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Rivers to throw it. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Hey, boys, you got four down.
First down, Rivers. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
First down.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Let's go.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down.
They go play action. Rivers. He completes it to Boyd. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From the gun, Rivers. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down.
Offense.
Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. That's on the second-round pick, Eric McCoy from Texas A&M. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. From the gun, a give to Counter. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons' leading tackler in 2018.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
They do get 6, but they still got some work to do on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal for Rivers. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep route, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Edwards now on 1st and 10. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Second down and inches. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run on 1st down. Edwards. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
We go! 10 Lobo. 53, Mike 53. Run it back.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
56, check 56. You're not ready. You're not ready. Go.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
The 3rd down pass
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. That's good for 28 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
On first down, Connor. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll get this out wide to Boyd. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Rivers. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get on.
Play action now. Rivers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Javon Hargrave in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They start the drive with Connor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Throwing, Rivers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for it here as we sit in the second quarter. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's fourth.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. On second down, Foreman. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does. Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's second down.
Ready? 56. Check 56.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second down.
On second down now, it's Edwards. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Back to throw here. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Now Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Rivers now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Rivers. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Rivers to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw is Rivers. He gets this one to Boyd. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A carry for Foreman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 3rd down, Foreman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Gay's kick is good, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Edwards. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
On the ball! On the ball!
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's the veteran Phillip Rivers who's up to his old tricks. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Draw play, Edmonds. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Telvin Smith, he was third in the AFC in tackling a year ago, there to bring him down. Again, they run with Edmonds. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Rivers. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
We got 4. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
They'll run on 1st down. Foreman. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
180.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
And that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Let's go.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd and 14. And he will find his man on the outside.
Here we go.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Whitney merciless. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. On second down, Foreman. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. Third and long for Rivers. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Foreman, draw play. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
390.
Come on. Gain of 12. First down, Tampa Bay.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
59, mark, 59, mark. Check, 59. Watch the slap, watch the slap.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Gay is on for the point after. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now back to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I got 80.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Rivers. He sets to fire deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Curtis Riley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here we go! 60 outlaw.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
70, Indy.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Chase Edmonds, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hudson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't have many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the 2nd half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. The first carry for the former Hawkeye, Akram Wadley. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 42 yards.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 28-yard line.
Play action now. Rivers going for it all. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at.
Rivers pass complete to Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
2nd and 11. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Here we go, here we go. Tight end left. 4 down, check. 4 down.
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Check.
Again, it's Foreman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards.
Buccaneers 1st down.
On 1st down, Foreman. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run again with Foreman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Offense.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Yeah, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
56. Check 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Set. 180. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, defense. Let's go. Behind.
They'll run on first down. Foreman, and they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Round 80.
Saunders on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Foreman.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, Foreman. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
He's not going to get me. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Bucs, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.